So we're going to continue our series of interviews here at Collision 2024, and I have Shelley with me. Shelley, you want to give a quick intro for us?
Yeah, my name is Shelley Coughlin, and I work for Amplitude. We're at the forefront of data and product analytics, and we help a lot of companies understand customer journeys and behavior and how to improve and build better products.
Amazing. So, Shelley, we've heard so much already at Collision 2024. There's a ton of innovators in this room. There's a ton of talk around AI. And around this idea of innovation, something that I want to ask you, innovation is normally driven by some sort of need within that industry. So as you look out to your field and the niche that you serve, what's driving the need for innovation right now?
Yeah, I think a lot of what's driving the need for innovation is a change in technology and a change in expectations. I mean, you can think about just what you expect customers to know, like your companies, the services that you use, let's say a Starbucks app, or whatever apps you're using, you want them to know you. And you want a personalized experience, and everyone wants things quicker and faster. So in order to be able to do that, you need to understand your customers better, and that's exactly what we do. We help companies understand what's connecting, what's resonating, what bets you should make with your product to really improve that relationship, as well as retention and thinking about the lifetime value of a customer.
Sure. So innovation seems like it's really at the forefront of what Amplitude does. So what are some of those ways that you guys are fostering and nurturing innovation within your company and your organization?
Yeah, so one thing that we want to do is build a product that helps any kind of builder, whatever you're building, especially in the digital and technology world. We want it to be a complete platform for you. So you have one place to go to really get those insights. How are people coming to our website or our app? How are people using our technology? What's resonating? What features do people want? And then how do you then improve that experience? So one of the things that we think is really important is being able to bring quantitative data together with qualitative data. So what do I mean by that? You do surveys, you might want to see how someone's moving through a particular scenario and be able to play that back. And then how powerful is it that you can target a specific group of customers, or even dormant customers, or even people have come and gone away, and those drop-off customers, and then experiment with different product bets. And so with Amplitude, you can all do that with one single platform, and that cuts down on data silos. And that's a huge problem in the industry today, as well as the desire to really consolidate the tech stack that is supporting your innovation.
Yeah.
And so we want to be able to be that platform for builders, for product managers, for digital marketers, and growth marketers.
Amazing, amazing. We often talk about the speed of learning being so important in innovating well,
Yes.
and being able to activate on that. So is there something that comes to mind for you for like a recent innovation that you guys did where that learning was really like a critical piece in that?
Yeah, so I just talked a little bit about qualitative data. And one of the areas that we realized was that we give you the quantitative data. So let me give you an example. You go on, let's say you're on Instagram as an example, and we all get those ads. All of us, right? And you click on shop now. But then oftentimes you might put something in the cart and you don't do anything with that product. So what we want to be able to do is, how do you know the why behind that? Why are people dropping off? Why are people not completing the transaction? And so that's why we've really invested in things like session replay, so that you get the quantitative data that gives you that directional information, and then you take that session replay, which is that visual, oh, this is where they clicked and this is where they dropped off. So you can get to those answers quicker and faster. And then by adding experimentation, which is something we add into our product, we have customers who went from doing maybe 1 or 2 experiments a month to doing more than increasing that tenfold because of the velocity that we've been able to bring. So then you have product innovation. You're able to iterate faster, you're able to make the right bets and invest the right dollars.
Awesome. So we work with both intrapreneurs and entrepreneurs, right? And oftentimes, somebody has this idea, they're ready to go to market, but those first few steps can be a little bit fuzzy. So I'm wondering, from your perspective, if you had one piece of advice that you were giving to somebody that is jumping into a new venture, what would that piece of advice be?
I would say that they should understand from an innovation standpoint, like what is the need that they're solving for? Like what is that problem? Is it being solved already in the marketplace today? How can you do it in a way that is unique and different? Especially, like you said, we're talking about AI. And I think about AI a lot in the way, we've incorporated a lot of AI in our product because you want people to get onto your product quickly. You want them to adopt quickly, and then you want them to keep coming back. So how do you delight your customers? Like, what is that experience? And really interacting and getting that feedback from your customers about, or the potential customers, is this working? Running those kind of beta products and getting that feedback right away up front to see what's resonating. So I think that's super important. It's not just about the data, it's also about the human as well that you're trying to service on the other side.
It all goes back to the people, the customer.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Awesome. So last question here. There's been a ton of information that has been shared at Collision this year. There's been a ton of really amazing talks. Was there anything that stood out to you as like, oh man, that's a light bulb moment, or that's something that I want to take back to my team and share further?
Yeah, I think for me, it's specifically, again, I keep coming back to AI, is how are we going to sustainably, talk about sustainability, how are we going to sustainably use AI in a way that is additive to what we're offering, but it's not destructive. And that's super important for any business today in thinking about how they're incorporating that into their tool. Everyone wants things, like I said from the beginning, to be easier, to be faster, to be quicker. And how can you leverage AI to improve the experience and then retain the customer base that you have today?
Well, thanks so much for sharing, Shelley. This was a joy, and I hope you have a great rest of your Collision 2024. Thanks, everyone.